You come home from work. The metal door of your dog crate is bent completely in half, your hallway drywall is shredded, and the 90-pound dog you trusted to stay safely inside is gone. Look, if you're searching for the best crate for German Shepherd dogs, one that actually holds a massive, escape-minded animal, stop scrolling right now. I've physically tested the field, and today we are ranking the top 5 that actually matter. Here is what's going to shock you right out of the gate. The crate taking our #1 spot today, it's not even the single most expensive one on the market. But we have to face reality here. You are dealing with immense physical mass and a highly intelligent brain. In fact, the most popular, highly reviewed wire crate on Amazon is the exact model I am telling you to avoid if your dog likes to test boundaries. There is a hidden failure point in that popular crate that bites Shepherd owners every single time, and you're going to see exactly where it is.
Listen, a German Shepherd isn't just another big dog when it comes to containment. An adult male easily runs 65 to 90 pounds and stands 26 inches at the shoulder. That is raw, physical leverage a cheap crate was simply never engineered to handle. But honestly, the size is the easy part. The real threat is their intelligence and sheer stubbornness. A bored or anxious Shepherd will methodically test every single latch, corner, and seam you give it. They pop slide bolts with a paw, they bend wire with a shoulder, they literally chew completely through plastic in under an hour. Add 2 more massive breed factors. A dense double coat that runs incredibly hot, meaning ventilation is a literal safety issue, and a high rate of hip dysplasia. The floor your dog lies on for 8 to 10 hours a day must be perfectly flat, solid, and supportive. It can never be a wire grid digging into their joints. So, before we score the gear, here is the definitive formula for sizing so you only ever have to buy this once. Measure your dog from the tip of the nose to the base of the tail, then add 4 inches. That's your required crate length. Next, measure their shoulder height and add 2 to 3 inches of headroom. For most adult German Shepherds, that formula lands you firmly on a 48-inch crate. Got a large male pushing over 90 pounds? You must step up to a 54-inch extra large. And if you're creating a puppy right now, buy the adult size today and use a divider panel to shrink the space. A crate that's too big teaches a puppy to use the bathroom in the far corner, and one that's too small, it will permanently wreck their developing hips. All right, let's dive into our rigorous 5-pillar scorecard system. This is a strict, data-driven test with absolutely zero sponsor bias. Every crate gets scored out of 10 on fit and comfort, durability, safety, ease of use, and value for money. We calculate a final score and assign a definitive letter grade backed by hard facts. No free samples, no fluff. Starting the countdown at number 5, we've got the Petmate Sky Kennel. This is the hard plastic airline standard. On paper, it looks bulletproof, right? It's the crate airlines universally accept, it's lightweight, and it's pretty cheap at around 80 bucks. For airline travel, this is exactly the right tool for the job. But for a German Shepherd left alone in your living room, it is a massive liability. Let's look at the data. Fit and comfort scores a 6. While the largest size clears a Shepherd's height, that rigid plastic floor offers 0 give for dysplastic hips, and the side vents are just way too narrow. A double-coated dog will absolutely cook in a warm room. Durability gets a 7. The rotationally molded plastic is tough, sure, until a stressed Shepherd starts kicking the walls. Then, hairline stress cracks spread rapidly right from the corners. Safety is a 6, and here is the exact failure point. The door uses a simple plastic slide latch. A strong dog learns to easily pop that from the inside in about a week. Ease of use gets an 8 because it wipes clean easily, and value gets an 8 for the price. Final verdict? A 7.0 out of 10, earning a grade C. It's a travel crate that a determined Shepherd will routinely outsmart the second you pull out of your driveway. Moving down to number 4, we have the Midwest Ultima Pro Double Door Wire Crate. Now, if your dog is completely calm and already crate trained, this is the absolute best value wire crate you can buy. It delivers serious security per dollar for a well-adjusted animal. It earns a final score of 8.0, securing a solid grade B. Fit and comfort is an 8, thanks to the 2 doors, an included puppy divider, and a solid removable floor pan. Durability is an 8 because it uses a much thicker gauge wire than those basic cheap models, along with tighter corner welds. Safety is a 7. The drop-pin door latches are far more secure than flimsy spring clips. Ease of use hits a 9 since it folds completely flat in seconds, and value is a solid 8 at roughly $130. But here is the hidden flaw I promised to reveal. The Ultima Pro is only as strong as its corners. A German Shepherd in panic mode will drive their shoulder into exactly that weak spot over and over until the wire bows outward and the door jams open. If your dog has ever escaped an enclosure before, do not buy this crate. And that brilliantly illustrates the turning point in our scorecard. If your dog bends standard wire like a cheap paperclip,
You have to step up to welded steel. There is zero middle ground here. You cannot train a dog out of a panic response with a flimsy crate. You have to physically contain the panic first.
Which brings us to pick number 3, the SmithBuilt heavy-duty steel crate. This is the very first crate on our list, engineered specifically for a dog that actually tries to break out. At roughly $200, it operates as a heavy, fixed fortress inside your home.
The data completely backs up its strength. Fit and comfort scores an 8, the 48-inch size fits a large male, the bars are spaced super tight so a muzzle can't push through, and the steel floor tray slides right out for washing. Durability is an outstanding 9. The welded steel frame with a rust-resistant finish completely shrugs off the kind of chewing that utterly destroys wire and plastic. Safety is a 9 because the doors use dual slide bolt locks on a reinforced frame with 0 weak corners to pry. Ease of use drops to a 7. And this is your trade-off. It is incredibly heavy. It doesn't fold, and moving it is a mandatory 2-person job. Value is an 8. Final score, 8.2 out of 10. A very strong grade B. It stops an escape artist for a fraction of the price of top-tier models, but it is a permanent indoor fixture. You are not taking this heavy crate anywhere. Now, that lack of mobility introduces a totally different problem. If your German Shepherd frequently rides in your truck or SUV, standard plastic and wire crates become deadly in an accident. They literally shatter on impact, turning into lethal projectiles. You need a dedicated solution for vehicular travel.
Number 2 on our scorecard is the Gunner Kennels G1. This is a roto-molded, crash-tested lifesaver, and I will declare right now that it is the single safest crate on this entire list for taking your dog on the road. There is absolutely no debate. Let's see how it builds its grade A rating of 8.6 out of 10. Fit and comfort is a 9. The dual insulated walls keep your dog cool in the summer and warm in the winter, and the floor features a built-in drain for easy hosing. Durability is a 9. It's made from the exact same rotationally molded material used in whitewater kayaks. It will not crack, rust, or allow chewing, period. Safety is a perfect 10. It is the only crate here certified crash-tested by the Center for Pet Safety, featuring a lockable paddle latch that a dog physically cannot defeat. Ease of use is an 8, and value is a 7 because, at roughly $500, it's a serious financial investment. The only reason it misses the number 1 spot is its sheer weight. At over 40 pounds empty, you generally mount it in a vehicle and just leave it there. It's simply way too cumbersome for daily indoor living. So we have a budget pick for calm dogs, a heavy steel option for the house, and a crash-tested vault for the truck. But what single crate solves the escaping shepherd problem flawlessly and permanently for the entire life of the dog, completely eliminating the need to ever buy another enclosure? Announcing our number 1 winner, the Impact Dog Crate's High Anxiety Stationary Crate. This is the undisputed gold standard for the breed. It earns the top spot on this scorecard for one highly decisive reason. A determined 90-pound German Shepherd simply cannot defeat it. The scorecard here is nearly flawless, earning a definitive grade A+ with a 9.4 overall. Fit and comfort is a 9. The aluminum edges are cleanly rounded so there is no sharp metal to cut your dog's face, and the smart circular vent pattern moves air perfectly without giving a paw or tooth anything to grip. Durability is a perfect 10. Built from fully welded aircraft-grade aluminum, it will outlast your current dog and likely your next one too. Safety is a perfect 10, utilizing 4 to 6 deadbolt-style locks depending on the size, ensuring the door closes flush with a 0mm gap to pry open. Ease of use is a 9. The bottom tray pulls out in seconds. Value is a 9. Now, yes, it commands $600 to $800, but it is a once-in-a-lifetime purchase that replaces the 3 cheaper crates a Shepherd will inevitably destroy. The per-year cost absolutely beats the cheap alternatives. Here is your crystal-clear, unhesitating final verdict. If your Shepherd is completely calm and perfectly crate-trained, buy the Midwest Ultima Pro to save money. If your dog lives in your truck just as much as your house, the Gunner G1 is the only safe, crash-tested choice you can responsibly make. But if you are dealing with a breed as a whole, strong, wildly smart, and biologically built to test every single boundary you set, the Impact High Anxiety Crate is the ultimate solution. It's for the owner who never wants to come home to a destroyed door again. But I'll leave you with this question. Knowing what a bored 90-pound Shepherd is truly capable of, can you really afford not to invest in the right fortress the first time around? Make the right choice for your dog today. Score the gear before you spend, subscribe to the channel, and you'll never buy the wrong pet product.